Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope your weekend has been good. Mine has been, exhausting. So much real life stuff just to do, just working around the house, getting things situated. We've got guests coming into town. It's going to be really exciting. We're all really happy about it, but man, is the prep work just a pain in the butt. Seriously, I'll take D&D prep over how out of town guests coming in prep any day of the week, really. I mean, because one's a lot nicer on my back. But we're here. We're all gonna have a good time tonight. We got some Chrono Trigger going. I was originally debating playing some Final Fantasy 14 because we didn't get a chance to on Friday. Things got all jumbled up and everything like that. Originally, we were going to start a playthrough of the main scenario quests of Final Fantasy 14. Because essentially there's one week a month where I do not where essentially I don't have to go in the office on Friday, so I can just come, I can stream without, being exhausted and everything like that. So I was planning on, since that's normally I'm in the office on Fridays, but there's one week a month I don't have to be. I was going to turn that into a let's play some Final Fantasy that night kind of thing, just a once a month thing. Just we'll play through, we'll get some of the main story quests, we'll read through the story, read the dialogue, all that sort of stuff. Just have fun with it, just have a good time. Namely because I really would like to revisit some of those early quests. Especially now that Square Enix is talking about adding new ways to skip ahead in the story, so you don't have to, do all the catch-up stuff. I have no idea what that's going to be. They haven't said anything, just that they're investigating options, but, it could quite honestly be the fact that it's just kind of like, like WoW does it, where you just pick the expansion you want to level through, and boom. Get to the current expansion at the end. I hope they don't do that, because I think that kind of neglects, the strongest part of 14, which is the story. But I also get the fact that, there gets to be where the story becomes so dense, it becomes more of a deterrent than an invitation, really. Especially since you have kind of a new jumping on point with Dawn Trail and stuff like that. And I know people don't, longtime fans, and, well, it's hard to say. It's like, a lot of people say it's long-term fans. I could sit there and just say long-term fans didn't like Dawn Trail. But I'm a long-term fan, and I know a lot of other long-term fans who did like Dawn Trail. But I know one group that absolutely did not, which is the people who came in during Shadowbringers when they all left WoW during Shadowlands. Those people really don't like Dawn Trail. And I think not to say that everybody who's a long-term fan does like Dawn Trail. There's a lot of people who didn't like Dawn Trail in that group too. I just don't think it's nearly as, percentage-wise, I don't think it's nearly as big as the people who came in Shadowbringers, Endwalker, during COVID, during Shadowlands, during all this other stuff, that just kind of, the mass... What's the opposite of an exodus? Incudus? I don't know. The exodus into Final Fantasy 14 during that time, which led a lot of people, a lot of new voices into the community. I'll put it that way. That seems to be a very political way of putting it. Kind way of putting it. A lot of new voices into the community. A lot of new perspectives that we didn't necessarily have as strongly before. Not to say they weren't there. People always say Final Fantasy XIV has the nicest community of ever. No, they're just a lot of them are just like jerks in a very different way than you're used to seeing in an MMO. It's just a different kind of jerk. Instead of you're trash, do better DPS, it's no, you can't like that character, I'm shipping that character. Oh, I think the best way to put it is like you have a lot of very something similar to a jock mentality, like in World of Warcraft, where it's my team is better than your team, my points are bigger than your points, that sort of thing. Final Fantasy XIV has a lot more of drama club, if that makes sense. If you know, you know. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, much more drama club scene, with all the drama that comes with that. I'm just going to say that. I think that's a very good assessment of essentially. So you get a very different vibe of problematic. Take your pick, really. I mean, or you could do what I do. I've learned how to avoid both. I don't get involved in any of the drama in 14. I don't get involved in dealing with jerks in World of Warcraft. Thankfully, World of Warcraft has got to the point where you don't need to deal with the jerks. You could do everything solo, pretty much. I mean, you're not going to do, like, endgame content solo. You're not going to do, like, hardcore ratings solo. You're not going to do, mythic dungeons solo. But, I can do all the quests. I can do all the, I can do all the dungeons because I can do them all solo. I just can't do the highest, most difficult version of them solo. And heck, now they've made it so you can at least experience the end of all of the raids solo. So you can at least see the story conclude, which I like. So yeah, it's right. When it came down to it, it was just kind of a pick and choose. Anyway, what I was saying is like I was going to do that. Real life stuff came up. Didn't get really a chance to do it. Thought about doing it tonight. Really ended up falling down on the side of, yeah, but we're kind of at this crucial, like, critical point of the story in Chrono Trigger, and I feel like, I just feel like we should play through it. Or as my wife so lovingly put it, you can't keep running away from what's inevitably going to happen. It's true. It's true. We can't avoid this. It's a fixed point in time, as the doctor would say. Where's my TARDIS in this game anyway? Phoebe, we need to paint the Jerry blue. You're on charge of that, okay? That said, we do still have Diet Coke with lime. Or Diet Coke Lime. There's no with on the name of the bottle on this one. I just realized. Which means I'm thinking that it's like lime flavored Diet Coke and not Diet Coke with like a splash of lime. I don't know what the difference there would be. Like one's like, oh yeah, it's we put some a teaspoon of lime syrup in your Diet Coke. And the other one's like, no, it's equal portions lime and Diet Coke. I have no idea if that's the case, but I just noticed when I was holding it up here and looking at it, there is no with. It also says it's lime flavored and other natural flavors. But yeah, it's a limited edition and it's warm now, so that's going to make it even better. So that's our Renegade Hydrate still for tonight. We haven't had that redeemed. We have picked up a few more Renegade Hydrates that are on the list. This, we do have, but we have a weird mushroom-based energy drink thing. I don't know what it is. It looks disgusting though, doesn't it? Because it's like a canned juice made from mushrooms. You buying any of this, BB? No? Okay. But it's canned made of mushrooms. We also have a root beer float that's not A&W. Mug is doing their own version of it. I have no idea what that's going to taste like. So we've got those on deck, but those don't come up until we get this one out of the way first. Ugh. So it's just kind of like there's only one of those that sounds good, in my opinion. Possibly sounds good. I mean, Mug is a little bit more vanilla-y than like A&W. At least it's the vanilla flavor is more pronounced. So a float flavor, maybe better there. I don't know. I also actually have actual like draft A&W here, but that's my non-Renegade Hydrate. It's just tasty. Let's get into the game though, shall we? BB, my controller, please. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, to Chrono Trigger, where we are dealing with, well, it appears the Queen of Zeal has gone completely gabonkers, so we had to go and rescue an old man from a mountain, who turned out to be our other old man buddy with the diabetes, who then gave us a red knife and told us to go stab a thing, and Shala showed up and she's like, I left the door open for you, go stab the thing. So we're here to go stab the thing. I'm sure this will work out just fine. Hi. Yep. I don't think it's actually the center of the universe, man. I really don't. Move. Oh no! The thing is gone! The Mammon machine was transported to the Ocean Palace to begin harvesting the raw energy of Lavos. Okay, well, how do I... Is that supposed to be Lavos or something? Well, this complicates things. I don't know how to get to the Ocean Palace. Yeah, let's use a shelter. Humph! Why is it the prophet is allowed inside while I'm stuck guarding a place like this? Oh, you came! I decided to leave you alone before, hoping you might make the prophet show his true colors, but I've no use for you anymore. Your history! Oh, buddy, you have no idea. We're history, we're future, it's been nuts. I had no idea that you could actually fail to tackle something. Spin through enemies. Strike an enchanted blade. Sure, we'll do this. Strike an enchanted blade. And then we're going to keep getting halved. Really? Is like the floor in here wet? Jerk. Okay, so what if I use magic on him? Dang it, burp. Seriously? Victory for Cindy! Oh my god, Frank, what are you doing on the floor? I won. You should be cheering for me. I'm so awesome. No! I cannot be beaten now! Not with eternal life just within my grasp. What? All right, let's just for safety. Oh. I didn't have any more shelters. My god, we're in Greece. Okay, so they had floating cities, I get. Magic, I get. How does that lean itself to, we invented a UFO? I feel a dark energy filling this place. Something frightening stirs. Shala, raise the input of the Mammon machine to its limit. Ellipses? Shala, you dare disobey me? Very well, Mother. Oh, what splendor! Behold this incredible power of Lavos! With this, I'll be able to destroy the Sailor Scouts. And bring back Queen Metalia! So is it actually hurting Shala to do this? Prophet. Ellipses. Everyone's got a bad case of the ellipses, man. You should really get treated for that. Okay. There's a door here. Oh! Not what I wanted. Well, those guys weren't that bad. Right, but I guess the real question here is, like, are there any chests? I just need to know. Is there any loot? Oh. 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 This may have... Oh no. Well, this is a wipe. Yep. I didn't think we were going to survive that. Oh, jeez. That was quick. I like the statues here, though. Yeah, I find myself being very hesitant to try and use magic on any of these guys. What? Non-light magic? Well, fine. Screw you then. Here, have some light magic. I don't know. It wasn't even magic. That was a robot doing a dance. Should have qualified. So, based off of this, these are blue, so they should take damage, yeah, from ice. So it's about matching the colors and putting the pieces into the slots, making those right connections. But be quick. We're racing the clock. Wait, no we're not. I don't remember going through a room like this when I... What? I am so confused. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming that this... Yeah, okay, that goes to that one. We found an Aeonian suit. So lovely. Alright. Remember, folks. Everything here, nothing here works because we. These guys will use our own. They'll kill us if we don't use fire. So we have to smack them. Frank might be dead anyway. I'm not 100% sure what the question mark on the head means. Is it mean that Frank has the community chest? Because I thought it meant confused, but I could still do stuff. There's the Kaiser arm. Be good for R2-D1. Yeah, we're gonna walk around the edge. I don't want to go in there and have to deal with those. You're kidding me. There's more room right there than there is here. Why can't I walk over there? There does appear to be some sort of hidden room, though. I don't want to do that one because... I'll fight you guys. I'm cool with that. Because at least I can ice you guys. So do we think Lavos gave them, like, the idea of how to construct all this stuff? Because this just seems way, like, even for a society that's got such advanced magical everything. Well, at least I found that. Demon Slayer is actually way better than the Masamune, and I'm kind of wondering why we bothered with the Masamune in the first place. Because we had all the Masamune stuff, which... Okay, so now we push this button, which summons these idiots. You know, the best part about this game is honestly how many things give you an ideas for like a Dungeons and Dragons game. Like the idea of like two monsters, one has a shield on the other, and only by defeating one can you possibly like defeat the other. Like you can hit the other one, but you're gonna deal like nothing damage. Okay, so now we have... I was hoping to avoid this. So the question mark is essentially like the forget in Persona. Essentially, you could do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. It's the only thing is it won't let you use any sort of special skills while you have it on you. But she still keeps the condition even after he's... Okay, so you do have to... Cure beam yourself. You know, by the time we get the hang of how this whole dungeon works, we're going to be already at the end of it. Here, have a sonic bow, which is quite the considerable advance, and may inflict slow, apparently. That's cool. Okay. There's no chest. So I gotta assume that did something else somewhere else. By that I assume down here, because it looked like there would be a bridge. Yeah, there you go. Huh. No handrails? OSHA's gonna be upset about that. Yeah, it looks like we're in like the freaking Death Star or something here, man. It doesn't make any... How? Because even upstairs, they still had like castles. Though the statues in here did always remind me of, like, the Warring Triad. You have, like, Goddess down below, and you have, like, Fiend or Demon up top. Chrono? One more time and I'm smacking you. I'm just saying. Chrono. Who's Chrono? Frank. I'm talking to Frank. Dang. I was hoping I wouldn't have to fight these guys. I also was hoping if we did lightning, they wouldn't do a combo counter. That's BS. You don't get to do 2. Or 3. Okay, maybe AoE damage is not the way to go here. Is he still confused? No. I don't have the MP to raise. Dang it! Yeah, also, can I use some mid-ethers? Thank you. Can I just not fight these guys? I guess not. Well, that's good to know. Maybe we could try... right now, the goal is... The only real good goal I have is single target. Good. So, less combos. And try and take them out in one hit. It's like cleave and dual techs are probably the best bet. I don't see anyone, and that's making me even more worried. Dang it! You can just summon no, get back here. Okay, so do we think these guys are people or... Like, I always thought they were frogs. But I'm looking at it from the side, I'm wondering if that's... They're like guys in masks, but their heads are tilted down for some reason. Like, you can kind of see it when they get hit. Learn the Cure Wind dual tech.
Dreamstone has been used throughout the ages. The Mammon machine and that pendant were made from it. So was that knife. We are the embodiment of Melchior's hope, sealed within the knife. Hurry, if you mean to confront the Queen. Hope rests in your hands.
So the knife, the ruby knife that he gave us to use on the Mammon machine, is the Masamune?
Ah, I can feel it. The pulse of life eternal. What is this dark energy?
Ellipses. The Mammon machine. Your Majesty, it is too dangerous to continue. Did she just, like, Sith lightning him?
No. You're too dangerous to continue.
Mother!
Don't stop, Shala! We've only a little longer to go. Immortality will be ours. Zeal will have the eternal glory it deserves. So long have I waited.
How long? Like, maybe like a few years? Yeah, I figured I'd have to fight you two. What the? What just happened? I am so confused about what just happened with that fight. I'm getting a lot of lapis, though. That's... I'm also convinced that this guy is just a Tonberry in a funny hat. Non-joking answers aside, I assume that the fiends, the demons of 600 AD are actually descended from a number of the things in this era. So you end up with things like the little dudes and everything like that, all coming back to the fact that they're like, the guy there is clearly like the predecessor to an Aussie, right? You haven't played this game in so long, you might have to buy it. So worth it. I have loved playing through this game. It's always nice just to have it on hand so you can just pick it up and play it whenever. Because it doesn't take long to beat either, so it's always a great to come back and visit again. 2 thumbs up. Recommend. Oh, wait, no, bad idea, bad idea. Well, too late. We're just gonna... We're in for a penny in for a pound. We're just gonna unleash heck and see what happens here. I totally forgot these were those monk dudes. But even like the monks, you could see as being like an ancestor species of whatever Slash ended up being. Seems very clear they're not human. But they also seem to be like progenitors of, or not progenitors, but creations of the people of Zeal. Like Masa and Moon were clearly created by Wait, what? Oh, because he randomly attacked them. Were like created by Melchior, right? So I'm wondering if these are like familiar creations, and then like after the fall of Zeal, they went on to create their own society where they were magically awakened creatures when the rest of the world had lost magic due to the fact that everybody, the modern society seemed to be descended from the ground people, not Zeal. You remember using Ayla, Chrono, and Robo? Powerhouse combo. That's like the heavy hitters. I think my traditional, like, I was always a traditionalist. I always ended up with, like, Chrono, Luca, and Marl. Over and over and over. Just because they were the ones on the first three you meet. They're the ones on the box art. They're the ones on the... So when my young brain was just like, they're the main characters, and the others are like backup in case you need something. How do they keep standing on top of the holes? Or is it the elevator is actually moving so fast that even though if you're in the hole and you're falling in like terminal velocity, the elevator is like keeping pace with you? Rapid fire fist. Alright, single targets. Single targets. You like the charm spell from Ayla? That's the one that like steals, right? It's like the steal ability. I'm trying to remember because all of her abilities kind of sound the same, but they do very different things. Like I completely forgot she has like a heal ability. Because I thought that was the steal one, and then turns out no, that heals. And I was like, well, which one steals? Because one of them steals. She's the thief, essentially. Yeah, like a rogue. She's the only steal, and Cindy is the only one with haste. Yeah, that's kind of forces you to kind of keep Cindy around. Because haste is incredibly useful. Look, dude, I'll let you just go if you want. I mean, it's... Oh! Oh! I feel slightly deceived, but it's okay because I won. Now, do we think there's going to be another switch on the other side that we need to flip? And it's going to be the same thing? Not 100% sold on this rapid fire fist thing yet. Wait, it lowers itself down? That seems even more dangerous. Oh, chest. And I somehow did not pick up a single... shelter the entire time I was down here. Well, this looks like a boss room. Just in case we're gonna go around what? Oh. Dalton? Really? Again? Dalton? How many times do we have to fight, you old man? I'm not old! You're older than us. You truly made it this way. Perhaps I did underestimate you. But this is the end. My pets will stop you. Come forth, Golem sisters. Well, that seems just rude. Oh, so they do way more than just... But do they also copy weaknesses? Oh yeah, she down. I'm trying to think of how we could test this. Okay, I'm starting to see the pattern here. We might be out this run through, but I think I have an idea about how this works. So, and I might be wrong about this, but this is my working theory. One, they copy elements. We get that. I don't know if it copies the weaknesses of said properties. But what I do know is apparently what I'm thinking is once they get an attack drops you below a certain threshold, they automatically retaliate with like a killing blow. So the goal is to keep everyone leveled high enough up so that doesn't happen. And probably the best way to do that is focus on physical attacks. And keep the healing rolling. Alright, I stand corrected. I have no idea because that is their killing blow and... Don't attack except for Chrono and just haste and cure. Wow. Okay, well, that went way quicker. That is a tricky one. I don't think I can use that. I don't know if that qualifies as their little flare attack. It's a really difficult fight. I'm noticing. I don't even remember this being this hard, but here we are. Yes, 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 Dalton, we know. Let's try the suggested just Chrono attacks, and then we just cure and... Jeez! So those attacks just... Wow. Let's try this. You don't know now, he just slammed you 3 attacks? Crazy, right? I feel like there has to be, like, there's a trick. I feel most things, like, when you're getting hit this hard with a fight, either, one, I'm incredibly unprepared for it, which I don't know if I'd be getting this hard even at this point with that. At least we got 2 characters in the party that can heal. Little aura whirl. I'm kind of curious about this. Because it's like, if we've been hitting with light, what happens if we hit him with dark? Okay, no weaknesses then. We're not borrowing weaknesses from this, just the abilities. Trying to keep Frank topped up, because as soon as he runs out of MP, we are boned. So we gotta keep him, like, filled up. Because they don't seem to be nearly as lethal as long as you've got them using magic. I've got it. Well, thank you. I was hoping. It's like it felt like there just needed to be like a specific trick to the fight. And it was just about kind of hammering it out till we figured it out. And of course, my lightning hits harder than their lightning. But there's two of them, so slight trade-off, I guess. They have to be almost done. I kind of wish my sight scope worked on bosses. Does it? I guess not. Oh, jeez. R2, are you okay? So let's see, we've done at least 3,000 to each of them. Well, worst comes to worst, you just gotta rinse and repeat till done. And then it's going to turn out that these guys have like 10,000 health or something each. Because why not? They're big and ugly. And actually, you know what they kind of remind me of? They kind of remind me of pots of greed. Except with arms in yellow. But kinda, right? They got that same kind of ugly face vibe. Overgrown pieces of pottery. It's a great card. It's one of the only ones I know because my entire experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! Is from like a Game Boy Advance game. That I used to play while I was working at a post office. Oh no, I think Frank's haste wore off. Okay, we don't have that. Have a mid-ether then. You play Magic the Gathering? That's a game I haven't even played in longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! I was really big into Magic around 3rd edition, I think is what we're at. I don't even know what edition they're on now. I don't even know if they keep counting editions. Good, the sisters too. I suppose I've but one choice left. Run away! Oh, never mind. What's this? I feel something strange. Still have all your 1st editions? Oh, dang. I don't even think I've ever seen a 1st edition card. Could this be Lavos' energy? Okay, grammar point. Should it be Lavos's or should it be Lavos? Is that extra S necessary? This won't do at all. All my hard work will be in vain if I die before attaining immortality. It seems this is your lucky day. Farewell! Yeah, it was our lucky day. Now I understand why they gave us so many lapis leading up down here. Like, jeez. A lot of healing. A lot of healing. Oh, hey. The blueberry.
This is the Mammon machine altar. Now is the time to turn back, Nu.
Dude just flung himself off the side. You okay down there? Need anything? A rope? Coffee? Alright.
Shala, we're here to save you. Come on.
What is this gravitational field? I detect incredible dimensional fluctuations. As my ancestor would have put it, I. Have I ever played Lunar Silver Star Story? Yes, indeed. I had it on the original PlayStation. I mean, granted, I didn't have the Sega Saturn version, or the Sega CD. I had the PlayStation version, Silver Star Story Complete. That one I did play all the way through. I also have the Switch remake, the new remakes they just did on Switch. Love that game. For some reason, just could not get into Eternal Blue, though. I don't know why. Something about it just didn't click the same way in my head. Like, I love Silver Star Story. I love the writing. I love the jokes. I love the dialogue. I love the characters. And then I got into Eternal Blue, and it was just kind of like, I don't know. Great game? Yeah. Another one of those ones. I always like finding... It's always good to see someone else who's heard of it. Like, I'm surprised how many people just have never... That game just completely went under the radar for so many people. Because it's like, it's a really good game. It's really fun. It's silly. It's by the same people that made the Magic Knight Spray Earth video game.
You're...
A robot, yes. Please do not be racist.
Ah, help!
Shala.
What are you doing, Shala? Control the machine!
Frank, the knife! We must stop the machine with Sir Melchior's knife. Yes, thank you for explaining the plot to me, you two. It's crazy expensive for a physical copy? Oh, yeah. I think it's at least, like, goes... Last I saw, it was, like, going for 120, somewhere between 120 and 150 for a physical copy for the PlayStation 1. I don't even want to know what the original Sega CD one would cost these days.
Here we go, Moon. Ready when you are, Massa.
So by plunging the ruby knife into the machine and the combination of like Lavos energy plus the ruby knife, that turns it into the Masamune. Which means it goes from being a knife to a sword because we stuck it in a electric socket, kind of?
The Mammon machine.
It's too late. He comes.
It's no use. The sword alone cannot stop it.
That's the noise I make when it's time for dinner. Destruction rains from the heavens. No way! We got way further on against this guy the last time we tried to fight him. How long I've waited for this. My god! The mysterious guy turned out to be the other mysterious guy, but the mysterious guy with a name! This plot point would be later recycled in Warcraft 3. No joke there. That's just... They do the exact same bit. They even have M names. Medivh, Magus. They both show up as a prophet. It's both fairly obvious who they are. Moving on. It's been some time, Lavos. I swore on that day long ago that I'd destroy you, no matter the price. Long ago is a very weird term to use in a time travel story. I'm just saying. We're saying long ago... Like, are you talking about, like, today? Like, this? This is the long ago because you were also a child at this point? Oh, yeah. Small, minor spoiler that we're going to find out here in, like, 2 seconds is that he's also Janus. So you swore like we were a kid, and then as long as I go, but it's actually just the same exact time as now? Or are we talking about in 600 AD when you tried to summon him before we knocked you back here to 12,000 AD? This is what I mean. The entire phrasing on this of long ago does not make sense in a time travel story, especially one with as many loop-de-loops as this one. It is time to fulfill that vow. Feel my wrath, Lavos. Voice? You truly think you possess that power? Oh. Well, I was way off with that guess on what voice to use.
You are but a false prophet. You'll be no more grazings for the great Lavos. Mother, please stop this madness. The power can only end in ruin. Step aside, Shala. The almighty life force of Lavos flows through us all. You are a part of it. You could not change that fate now.
See, that seems to indicate to me that magic as a force, originates from their experiments with Lavos. So magic is inherently a Lavos thing, not a naturally occurring thing from the world, which means they absorbed magic from Lavos. They created like the familiars, which then became the fiends of 600 AD.
Oppose me, and I will destroy you! Ah!
Probably should have put more emphasis on that, but she only, like, slapped her, right?
Come, prophet of lies! Feel the power of Lavos!
And then Lavos responds by going, rawr. Ugh! My magic, he's draining it. I won't be beaten. I endured the darkness alone for the sole purpose of defeating you. Take this, Lavos! Gra! Is that the name of your attack? Gra? Your attack is to poke him in the mouth? Eye? Thing? What? No effect at all? I'm suddenly feeling really bad that we got our butt handed by this to us by this guy before.
Fool! Your pitiful powers are no match for his, for he is Lavos! The Lavo! Lavos! The fire from the sky! The Great One! I shall give you a gift, eternal life, as part of Lavos.
You mean like eating him? You would just digest him.
Can you move, Frank? Hello?
Aren't you gonna help Shala? God, Frank, you're useless! The field of dimensional instability is expanding. We cannot stay here. God, R2? No one understands you. Luca's not here. Pitiful power is funny. It's true. I mean, I could just... Can I just leave? What if I take too long? Does something else happen? Does he just eat them if I don't do anything? No, can't go that way. Hi. We can't leave Shala here. I gotta get her hairstyling secrets. If we are caught in that energy field, our molecular structures will be decomposed. Okay. Jala, is Jala alright? I have triggered the next cutscene accidentally.
You've still not given up? What do you hope to do? You would challenge Lavos alone? With that battered body of yours?
Hey. I'll have you know, we don't skip leg day. It was in the cutscene. Start.
Gaze upon the power of Lavos and your doom.
And then suddenly a man in a green cloak jumps down and just instant kills Lavos. Stands up and goes, I am Doom! And it turns out that Chrono Trigger was part of the MCU the entire time. Who knew?
Frank!
Sarah Frank. Battered body? Donuts. Maybe a bagel. Bagel body. Then we need a buttered body. Frank! He turned into a pixie. Oh, now we get an actual cutscene. Aha! So it is a mouth. It's Shai Halud. That look of surprise on his face. So, little sparkle thing. What are we going to think? All of his atoms were compressed into a single point? Or starseed? Or breakfast cereal? The dialogue is too funny. Every line is the start of a rap song. Oh man, I want to see Chrono Trigger the rap opera. That'd be brilliant. I'd love it. Get Lin-Manuel Miranda on it. I'm sure he can do something with it. No, I haven't the power to defeat him then.
Frank? Where's Frank? I want my juice. Where are you, Frank? You're supposed to take me to dinner tonight, Frank. You better not be ditching. No! He did ditch.
The structure is collapsing. His dialogue might be harder to work into a rap song. We must prioritize our escape.
The last of my pendant's power will send you to safety. I know you will not be able to forgive her, but please do not hate my mother or our kingdom.
Honey? Too late. I hated your mother and your kingdom before we even met. We got here through a little sky bridge thing, and immediately I was like, I hate this place. I hate whoever's in charge. I'm so sorry. Now quickly, to the surface. Frank. And I think, if I recall, normally, historically, if you were playing the original Super Nintendo version, I believe this is the last time you see Shala. I think. She might show up in like the last dungeon. I don't think she does, but needless to say, in later versions of the game, no, she has a much more important role still to play. Did you hear that? Nah. The tidal wave! We all live in a cave! This is very bad! No, I don't care how fast you're running. If that tidal wave is that big, you are gone. Just hope you can learn to, like, surf. Invent surfing. Still waiting on the 2D, 3D remake? Oh, I so hope we get one. That would be so awesome. Gorgeous, too. I love the 2D, 3D style that they've been doing. It's just something really beautiful about it. It's like a combination of, like, best of both worlds, and I really love it. Frank? Frank? Frank, get me a soda. Danger, Frank. Frank. Now, I'm assuming we're in like a hut of like one of the earthbound people. But the sprite style here is exactly the same ones they used for 65 million BC. So I'm wondering if we somehow ended up back in somehow 65 million BC? You've awoken. Nope, we're still in 12,000 BC. Away from Escape from New York. Oh, yeah. I love those movies, but they are weird. Where's Frank? Who's Frank? We found this blue pebble thing that was sparkling. We ate it. So it wasn't a dream. You have messed up dreams, Cindy. You have messed up dreams. Is this the village inhabited by the Earthbound? Well, we prefer to call ourselves Mother, but sure. This island was the only refuge left after the Ocean Palace unleashed ruin. No others remain. We were unable to save this era either. Is Sir Melchior here? Yeah, when the disaster struck, an eerie black portal materialized just before young Lord Janus. Melchior tried to save the boy prince, but succeeded only in getting himself dragged in as well. A black portal? It must have been a gate created by Lavos. And Miss Shala? Look. Now that we found out the little blue pebble was your friend, I don't want you to think we regularly resort to cannibalism, but since you brought up Shala...
The Larry! Is the Larry intact? I always forget that's what we called the spaceship, or the time ship.
Your ship is sturdier vessel than one might venture. She was washed up safe and sound right in your wake. It was almost as though she were drawn to you.
Frank.
Oh, the ship! The ship!
Cindy, we are talking about the Larry. Please keep up. Please cheer up. This behavior is abnormal for you. Why are you sad that someone you cared about died? Is this a malfunction? I will fix you. I have studied how lobotomies work.
It won't work. R2? I don't have a brain.
This explains much, Cindy.
Yes, I believe this is yours. My pendant. I'd given it to Frank to hold for me.
Oh, so the little blue sparkly thing was the pendant. Oh. Well, well, how was I supposed to know that? There's a lot of blue sparkly things in this game.
I found it resting upon your shoulder, my lady, almost as though it were guarding you. Frank? Take all the time you need to rest. I'll be in the village commons just beyond.
Oh, this is going to be a real awkward conversation now that we got nerdy here. Wait, do we get Frank's stuff? No. We did not get Frank's stuff back. So we gave him the best armor and the best helmet that we had found in the Ocean Palace. And then he went and had the gall to die with it. And the speed belt. A few of the enlightened ones did survive, but no distinctions remain between the enlightened and the earthbound now. I'm still better than all of these people. I have purple hair. The Sun Temple of Zeal enshrined a sunstone. Such stones are made by bathing darkened moonstones in the sun's rays. So if you do that, then what does Clefairy evolve into? Harvesting enough power to create a sunstone of any worth requires ages, though, or so I've heard. There's a thing behind you. Want it. Bye. I mean, sure, why not?
Come again. Only if you move out of the way. I want what's behind you. See, it's Frank. Trust me. It's blue and sparkly. That means it's Frank.
Check back from time to time. He sells whatever washes up here, so if you wait a while, he'll most likely have some new things for sale. We'd grown too dependent on that fearsome force.
How can I survive in such a land without my magic? You've no need to magic to survive. Besides, you're not here alone. I suppose you're right. Here we are alive after all. And so long as we are, we must hold on to hope. Hey guys! Spoiler! I'm from the future. Things are gonna be okay for you. Okay, maybe not you specific. Wait. Do these have Christmas lights on them? That's what they look like to me. Everyone and everything was swallowed by the sea. Okay, literally that cannot be true because you are not swallowed by the sea, nor is this place.
The sea of clouds has parted and the blizzard at last abated. Could this terrible, long and terrible winter be at an end? Must have cried himself to sleep. Let him be.
No. Get up. Get up. Get up. Feeling better, are we? No. But, you know, we can't just stay in your hut all day. Bow, Charles. Pay homage to your new liege, King Dalton. Watch him strike a pose! Why ever the looks of disappointment? You should be thankful you survived. The crazed old crone is gone, and that unsufferable prophet with her. Henceforth, Zeal shall be known as the Kingdom of Dalton! You survived? Oh, that ship outside must be yours then, isn't it? It matches Balthazar's designs perfectly. You are undeserving of such splendid toy. I will make it my personal chariot. You can't do that. That's stealing. That's naughty. You won't get presents. You will have to come with me. It will not do to have you whispering strange secrets in the ears of this mob. You might start a rebellion. But first, take this. What did she just deflect that with? It looked like a sword, but she doesn't have a sword. What? Hey, what's that behind you? This is a small taste of my true power. Unfamiliar environs. Our equipment's gone. All of our possessions are gone. Even our money. We must find a way to escape. Isn't it weird that you are the one that's obsessed with money? I can't change out anybody now. You just go up the ladder, right? Ah! So we must be on the Blackbird. Do 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 do. To me, my Dalton men. Wait. What? This appears to be a ventilation duct. This? Oh, this. We can spy through the grates. Yep, there's one of those guys and a robot guy. Wait, no, that was our cell. Right. That's an unguarded one. That has... Truly, this game was Metal Gear Solid before Metal Gear Solid was Metal Gear Solid. Alright, I love the fact that we could, like, spy on them and everything, but how do we get downstairs? There's a stairwell. Hi, guys. Oh. Okay. I thought here we could fight them with, you know, our magic that we have. Stupid me, I guess. Okay. Well, that's a... Oh. There's a chest there. No real way to distract those guys, though. I didn't escape. You keep leaving this open. You worthless cretins. It appears they are modifying the Larry. My God, what have they done to the Larry? It appears... Oh no! He's messing around with the Larry! Shish! He's messing around with the Larry! Pay close attention to what you're doing. This is to be my royal heir throne. The world will bow before me. Well, they're having fun. Well, if that thing goes... It's over here. There's another door. Ah! Well, did it undo my change of like the direction of the thing? Nope. Wait, how are these the exact same view? Well, that's weird. This just seems sort of like a weird dead end here in the corner. You'd think there'd be something there, like a chest or a door or something. I don't know. Aha! An empty room! No! Once I get my gun and my crossbow and my... R2, you just punch things, right? How did they take your fists? I suppose you are a robot. They could literally just detach them from you, I suppose. Where does this go? Bonus! They don't seem to have a lot of health. Wait, can we get out from here? Is there like an exit? I mean, there doesn't appear to be any sort of apparent door. What? Nonsense. Seriously, you people do not need your weapons to cast spells. We got the inventory now, but I don't have anyone's equip. But now I have everyone's everyone's backup equipment. I'll take it. Go back. I want the rest of my things. I didn't know that was the exit. Thank you. What are you doing here? I don't know. I don't know where anything is. I don't... Well, there's no chest in there, so I'm not... You think missiles would do a little bit more damage than that? Then again, these things are like super low level compared to us for some reason. Oh, hey. You don't go anywhere. Well, apparently this leads to a completely different, like, section? Let's wander back down here. What are you doing here? I don't know, killing you. Murder? Murder! Let's all settle on murder, shall we? There's all our money. Hey! So this was our prison. What's in here? Drop an iceberg on him. Call him Titanic. Let's see here. This lead. Finally, we found another chest. Maybe actually this will be someone's equipment. We just gotta figure out where Robo's equipment is. Well, we already beat up all these guys. Beat up those guys. That's where I was imprisoned. For those long, long years. Hi, guys. Now that's a gun. This R2's... Yay! R2-D1! There's our Kaiser. And back that. Alright, cool. We're here to kick your butts! I think that's everything. Oh my god, the wind resistance! Cindy is not aerodynamic at all! Where am I supposed to go? Jeez. Well, that was weird. It made it look like this was like the place I needed to go next. It seems like I can't hit these things worth a darn. Oh, whoa, you can hit them. I'm just assuming maybe I need to blow all these things up. I don't know. These things are evil. These are like hands down, even including the Golem Sisters. The Golem Sisters we could work something out with, right? But these things, they have insane amount of HP, they have insane amount of evasion, and they keep you from using anything except for your basic attack on them. The only saving grace is that they seem to blow themselves up after they take like 2 turns. Okay, we have officially destroyed all of the things. Apparently what we needed to do was just run to the end of the wing. I don't know. What's going on? I detect a massive magical energy reaction. Oh, hey! Oh my god, that's... Two... 1? Just gonna... 5? Are you seriously abort, retry, failing this? No, I'm scared. I hate heights. Don't you technically constantly hover? Launches of... Oh. Phew. I've done it. It's complete. See these beautiful wings? This throne is truly fit for a king. I name it the Aerodalton Imperial. And those meddlesome interlopers shall be her first victims. Aerodalton Imperial, prepare for takeoff! No, 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 no! Stop the music! Yes, there we go. So does that mean the music when we're in the ship is diegetic? Like it's got a CD player in it? It's kind of awesome. I'll take it. Now then. He made a white square with 20% opacity appear. Dalton, Aerodalton Imperial, away! That was. That's the Larry. It can fly? They fly now. Her name is not the Larry. It's the Errol Dalton Imperial. And you, I'm afraid, are excess baggage. Time to make like the wind and blow you all away. Whoa, yes, squirm about like the worms you are. We must reclaim the Larry. It's all your fault, Frank. I can't believe you. Frank, if you were still here, you would have gotten back the Larry for us. Dang it, Frank. Give back the Larry, Frank. You. Take this. Okay, polarity inversion strikes with the opposing magic, so he... So what if we just shoot him? What's the inverse polarity of shooting? Oh. I mean, honestly, I do like 1,300 damage to him with this. Oh, he tried to summon the Golem Overlord? Wait, what? Gasp! Pant! Is the Larry alright? Objective complete. More importantly, how do we control this thing? These instruments are all unfamiliar. Cindy, try hitting X. You know, I'm willing to believe there actually is a button on the console and they're like actually labeled X. Balthazar put weapons on this thing? I'm assuming we just blew up the Blackbird. Hurrah! Justice! Take off every Zig! Dalton's been paid his due! Mercy, that ship can fly. Do. Whew, I think we got a handle on it. I believe this is what you refer to as a blessing in the midst of a disaster. It may not have been our intent, but we have gained the means to fly. And I've just been thinking about upgrading it myself, too. Oh, well.
Frank? Yeah, for me to ask, where is Frank?
The Larry returned to us unscathed. I'm certain that Frank will as well. He was atomized. Literally returned to the dust that is his creation. There is no more Frank. He has ceased to be. He is an ex-Frank. Frank's gotta be somewhere. I'll find him. And he is going to take me to dinner. Such a mysterious little tree. Perhaps someday will help us paint the land green again. The sun ever rises on the morrow. There's little we can do but live for today and trust that other days will follow. It's good to see some smiles of hope. Despair is quite contagious, I fear. I glimpsed the figure of a man on the North Cape. I hope he was up to no ill. Hey, wait. The Sun Temple of... I know that we were talked about that one. Hooray, hooray! Kitty! I always wanted a little purple cat like this. Unfortunately, purple cats don't actually exist. Another stranger washed up the store after the tide carried you here. Seems he's been searching for someone. No one had ever seen the person who came after you, not even in the world above. Could he have been a friend of yours? It warms my heart to see him so full of energy. The villagers are slowly coming around as well. They simply need to accept their fate. We will not have to start again from scratch. That is not something people are wont to concede. Is this not the North Cape? Oh, I was under the impression that I could see the North Cape if I just went, north. So, it's you. Oh my god, Magus. Behold, all of it rests at the bottom of the sea. Gone is the magical kingdom of Zeal, and all the dreams and ambitions of its people. I lived there once, but I was another person then. Shocking twist! What is this? A dimensional vortex? We were right then. This power is beyond human control. Oh no, we'll be dragged into the rift. My beatish. Chola! No, Channas, stay away! But... It's Monty Python's Flying Circus. How weird to be 2 Monty Python references in a single evening. I wasn't expecting that, but here we are. A time gate? As long as I don't end up in the body of a new... Shala? Hey, Shala! Channas? He ended up in 2300 AD. He ended up in the Dark Ocean from Digimon Season 2? What is this place? Hello? Huh, there's no one here. Is this the end of time?
You're Jonas, aren't you? Like, your hair color's the same and your ears are pointy still, but you don't have a kitty.
I've lived only for the thought of slaying Lavos. Ever since his rift in time's fabric stranded me in the Middle Ages. And I just had to summon him here to my castle just as you arrived to interfere. Think I would have been drawn through yet another portal, only to find myself returned to this age. Ironic, is it not? It is like rain on your wedding day.
Or like a free ride when you've already paid. Technically, neither of those are examples of irony. Shut up, nerdy. Okay.
Being from the future, my knowledge of the past enabled me to convince the Queen that I was an oracle of no small power, and so again I worked to draw the beast out, but no history book could have prepared me for what ensued. The breaking of the Black Dragon Ritual.
The what? Yeah, I'm lost.
My god, is this what they call a Chunibyo? Unimaginable is the power of Lavos. Before him, all are leaves cast to the bitter winds that howl about death's black wings. Stay this course and your fate will be the same as that fool Frank's.
If it weren't for you, Frank, he'd
play with fire and you get burned. A lesson better learned sooner than later. The weak go quickly to their graves.
How dare you?
You wish to fight me? I'm trying to remember exactly how we recruit him here. The castanets are not helping, but they are appreciated. I think we don't fight him.
Fighting you won't gain us anything.
And Frank wouldn't want us to. From beyond the grave, Frank's just standing there just going like, fight him! Kill him! Like, I don't know where she gets it, like, Frank wouldn't want us to fight. Frank was always down for a fight. Are you kidding? Wait. I'll accompany you.
What?
Cue the Minions clip.
What?
I said the fool was dead. I did not say his death could not be undone.
You're serious?
Gaspar, the guru of time, knows the way to restore the streams of time that have been diverted from their proper course. Right, I thought about this. We can only use up to 5. I mean, technically he is the oldest one of us. So this just seems appropriate to me. That or this. We could do weeb too. In fact, I kind of actually like weeb better given his whole thing. And the fact that we kind of played him up like this, like, weird edgelord Chunibyo. Yeah, we'll go with weeb. Yes, weeb is correct. We take him to go see his cat? He does! The kitty will start following him. And meowing like incessantly. That's adorable! I love it! Oh, this is the perfect way to end this evening. Aww. What's that? Impossible! I'm picking up interference from an enormous gate. Could it be Lavos? That's... The... Eincrad? It's like it's calling us. Wanna touch it. It feels like we're gonna get sucked in there. The Ocean Palace? But no! What horrid, cursed thing has been unleashed from the time-space thing? Hey, look at the time-space monitor. It looks like something's happening in the other ages, too. I like how there's a time-space monitor. Interesting. There's green gates. Is Lavos' hand in this as well? What is happening to our world? We need to hurry and do something about Lavos. Okay. There we go. If we push that button, then bam! It does kind of give off the vibes of like the DeLorean though, doesn't it? Oh. Well, I guess it's here too. Mrs. the Frank? Or do just all cats like Magus? Oh, hello. Is Frank all right? I don't have the heart to tell her. Let's just burn down the house and call it quits. All right. That's going to be it for us tonight, folks. We got all the way through. We got to unlock this. We're kind of in the end game portion of this now. where we can have a lot of different areas we can go and explore. We start getting into the side quests. We start doing all this stuff. But first, we've got to go get Frank back, and that's going to be the next big hurdle we're going to have to deal with. But, you know, that's for another time. I will be back on Tuesday with another stream. We're going to be trying to finish Final Fantasy 13. I don't know if we will. We're going to try. I might start a little bit early. I might play a little bit late. I'm going to try and get it all done. We've got 2 chapters. We're right at the end. So hopefully we get a good chance to kind of get out of there. I'm going to get it all prepped up so we're like right at the place where we need to leave from the village to go into the next chapter. So hopefully we won't have to like have a lot of downtime of like running around and stuff like that. I'm going to get that all handled before we start streaming. So that is going to be on Tuesday. After that, there's not going to be any other streams for the next week after that because I have out-of-town guests coming, and we are going to be doing stuff. So no streams there, but I will keep you guys informed, and we'll see where it goes from there after that. So until Tuesday, I hope you all have a great start of the week, and I want to thank you, whether you were lurking or chatting or watching this live or on the VODs. You guys are all awesome. And it's great to have you here. Anyway, I will see you all next time.